Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Friday the 13th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame, got up and around, got the dogs outside, went and jumped in the hot tub for a little bit, and my belly was just not good. My belly was rumbling, belly was bad, and it had that feeling that I get off and on, like when I eat, like chip dip late at night, or like dairy late at night, and I was like, this is bullshit. Like, all I had was some pizza last night at dinner, and I think what might be, I don't know, it is what it is. It's like an onset adult, like lactose intolerance or something, but it seems like it's only a like late night thing. I don't know, it's really weird. So, well, I was not feeling wonderful, but I did jump in the hot tub for a little bit, got a little soak in, basically got a couple things done after that, got the dogs fed, medicated, all that good fun stuff, and then got a text from my wife asking if I could bring her the bag of stuff she forgot at work, or for work, she forgot here at home. Said if I couldn't bring it to her, she could come back and get it, but she needed it. So I was like, okay. So I went ahead and basically rushed around, grabbed that, took it up to her, went in the office, and the boss was in there with her, and I basically wasn't sure if it was like an important meeting or not, so I kind of saw her through the window. She's got the door closed, which is super rare for her, but so then her stuff, she called me in, so I went ahead and then I said, oh, please tell me you're yelling at her, tell me she's in trouble. She's like, oh god no, I said, tell me you're firing her, and she goes, oh god no, we wouldn't have fired her. And I'm like, are you sure? You could fire her, it'd be fine. And she thought that was pretty funny, so got a good little chuckle, gave her back the bag of stuff, and then chatted a little bit, headed back home, and my belly was really kicking my butt, and I was like, oh crap, I might not make it. So had some problems, made it back alive, went ahead, decided I was gonna go out, saw a bunch of yard sale signs, so I thought, well, I'll go check some yard sales out too. So went and hit a couple yard sales and ended up buying a couple things. One of the things I bought was like a big ass glass, like I guess like a serving platter, like you serve cookies on it at Christmas time or something. I'm not sure what the hell, it's like a big platter, but I'm gonna use it as a water catch underneath my indoor plants. So, because you can get the plastic things for like $4 or $5 at Home Depot, and they're ugly as sin. Try and get this thing for a few bucks at a yard sale that's way prettier and way more durable and will last forever, assuming the dog doesn't break it, but who cares? So I'm going to replace it with those as I find them. I'm just going to kind of I saw the idea, I don't know where, somewhere online, I'm sure, and I've been liking the idea of that. That's the first one I've seen that I kind of liked, that I thought was flat enough that I actually could put a plant in it. So I was kind of excited about it. So yeah, I got that, got a couple of little things, got a little gift for my wife, been buying her a few gifts. We kind of had agreed that Jim was kind of the big Christmas present, but I've been buying her small stuff like yard sales and that. I got her a few other things that were new that I ordered as well, but it is what it is. So got that. Hit one yard sales, like way heavy, like they had a lot of Halloween-y type stuff, like they had all kinds of stuff, which I thought, man, on Friday 13th they really should have played that up a little bit as a Friday 13th sale, but they didn't. But they had just some really weird things in there, but there was some interesting stuff. Wasn't too bad, but yeah, I had some fun. Picked up a little, I don't know, actually I was gonna say, but kind of like a gag gift, something my wife had asked for, that I actually ordered a really nice one, and then I found a really, really crappy one at the yard sale for $1. So I'm gonna put that in her stocking, as if like that was like, because she said she wanted this, and I got her that. So it'll be a good little prank gift, I guess, that she'll see, and she's like, I'm supposed to use this shit? Like, this looks gross. And it's just super flimsy and cheap and not well designed. So gonna be fun to then see her open up the real one next after that has the much better, much nicer kit. So, but yeah, that should be interesting in that whole process there. So I got back to the house, hung out with the dogs, chilled out there off and on, decided I was going to start working on the well pump again, trying to get it fixed up. So I spent a good chunk of the day off and on doing it, just gluing at the pipes, letting them set and letting them cure and blah blah. And it was taking longer than it should. Had just a few different little things here and there. I was gonna go for my run and then early, then take my father-in-law to the doctor. And I thought, well, I'm just gonna wait. I'll run afterwards. That way my wife's back home. The dogs aren't alone as long as they would be when I was, if I was go running, leave the dogs here by themselves, then go doctor, leave them here by themselves, then when I get back, it makes more sense to me to let them, I'll go for my run afterwards. So continue working on the pump, and I'm pretty much, I think I got it figured out, but I want to let it set, let all the glue harden up and cure completely before I actually turn it on and try it. But I was rushing last minute, getting all my tools put away in case it rained and stuff. I got everything put up and ready to go. And I want to come back and check tightness and stuff and before I actually fire it up. But I was running a little bit behind, taking my father-in-law to the doctor, but we still got there in plenty of time. It was no big deal. So went out and grabbed myself a drink and a cigar and headed up, and basically got there with 15 minutes to spare, so we were good. Went ahead, I have a lawn chair in the back of my car I put back there that I heard from an old man. It's good advice to always keep a lawn chair in the trunk of your car because you never know when a good sitting opportunity will arise. So I thought, well, this would be a good sitting opportunity. So I pulled the lawn chair out, and it was just windy and just chill enough that, and I was wearing shorts and stuff because it was nice when you're out walking in the sun or in the car, but out there the temperature drops, and now I'm like, damn, now it's too damn chilly here, and it really kind of annoyed me. So I'm like, I guess I'll just go sit in the car again. So ended up back in the car anyway because I was a little chilly sitting outside without a jacket or without pants on. So it's a hard life we live that a slight little bit of chilliness makes me unhappy down here with the normal gorgeous weather we have almost all of their times. So yeah, he got down at the doc's office, came back out, tried to text me saying he's done. For some reason, his AT&T service has no coverage in the doctor's office anymore, like none at all. Like it's just nothing goes. He'll try and send me a text, just says continue sending and never actually processes. So, but I told him I was going nowhere, so I was just going to be here. So kind of let him know, just call me when you're done. And I told him you can't text from here anymore. You have to call me. The call part still works though, ironically. So, but he didn't call me. I woke up. And he comes walking out of the doctor's office, and instead of walking down to the ramp, he just had to take a step off the curb. And the curb's pretty high there. It's not nothing. It's pretty tall. So in the process of him stepping off, he lost his balance a little bit, and he kind of leans forward, and the old lady behind him, she thinks he's fallen. So she lunges to try and catch him. Then she almost falls on top of him. Like she stumbles and actually bumps into him type thing. And I was like, oh my God, this is such a mess. Like this is so dangerous right here. What's going on? And he got to the car and he comes over, and instead of going around like the passenger side where he's supposed to get in at, because I back in to my spots and stuff, which is no big deal, he walks like right to the driver's door and starts to walk around the back, which I backed up against the curb. So he's going to climb up the curb, go around the grass, and then climb back down the curb, take the car. And I'm like, go around the front. He goes, oh yeah. And I don't know, I think he might have thought I just pulled in and he was actually walking up to the passenger side. I think he might have been like just confused that way. I think he thought he was on the passenger side of the car and was confused why I was on that side of the car with the window down. Like what the fuck? So yeah, so got him in the car, we hit it back, all was good. It was a fairly short appointment. There it can be 15 minutes, or it can literally be 2 hours. That place is the worst for time frame. So I think with him having a little bit later appointment, they rushed him through a little bit more because the midday appointments seem to be the longest. And the early morning appointments, he's always sick. He can't wake up that early. He makes himself sick thinking about waking up. He hates getting up early. And then we have to cancel the appointments, which means I plan my whole day around it. And then I got to start over and do it again at the end of the week or early next week or whatever. So I told her, I said, no appointments like before noon with him anymore, anywhere, because 80% of them or more he'll cancel. And it's super annoying. So yeah, got back to the house. I was turned on my street, and my wife texted she's on my way home, asked if I was still at the doc's office or if I was home yet, and I'm like, nope, but I'm on our street, so I'll beat you there. So she got home, we chatted a little bit, and then I got changed, went for my run, got my run in, got back, got a shower, asked her what we're doing for dinner, and she had basically said she wasn't really too concerned. She didn't know what she wanted. And I'm like, well, I said, I've got enough pizza left over for me, but not for us. I said, is there something else you want to eat? She goes, yeah, why don't we do that? I want you to eat the pizza, and then I'll go ahead, and I think she took a slice to work is what happened. Or she took a slice to lunch maybe, because I thought there was 3 slices and only 2 left now. So, but so she had planned on having dinner, and I'm like, well, it's late now. I still got to run. I got to shower. I got to do all this kind of stuff. So why don't you pick out something else that you want to make, that you want to eat that I don't like? You know, whether it be mac and cheese, because I cannot stand mac and cheese. Hate it to death. And there's a few other things that like she likes to make and eat that I cannot stand. So perfect opportunity. I have my own meal ready, and you can make anything you want. I also said, so please feel free to go ahead and eat as soon as you're hungry, because it might be 7, 8 o'clock before I get around to eating, and it's 5:30 right now. Like, it's way early. So if you're hungry, eat. I don't care. So I went ahead, basically went my run, came back, and she was eating, which I was good. I was happy with. I'm like, what? Really? You're not going to wait for me? I was getting a hard time. She was laughing at me. So I went ahead. We chatted a little bit. Went and got my shower. came back out, heated up my pizza. We watched a little bit of Loudermilk. We watched episode 2, which we watched episode 1 yesterday. And I asked her, I said, you need at least 2 episodes. Tell me if you're going to watch it or not. And I asked her, I said, what'd you think of the first one? She goes, it was all right. I don't think I like it as much as you do, but we'll see. I'm like, if you don't want to keep watching it 100%, I'm good not watching it with you because I've already seen it. This is my second time through, and I'm kind of watching it for you. And she's like, okay, I'll let you know. And then forgot to ask her afterwards. So I guess I'll have to find out tomorrow if she wants to keep watching it or not. We'll go from there. But yeah. So I said, you need to find something else to watch then, because it's always me picking out what we're going to watch next. So I picked out this. You don't like it, pick the next one. So we'll see what happens with that whole thing. But got done with the show. I ate my 2 slices of pizza, and then I went ahead and headed back outside, hang out with the dogs as I rotate dogs in and out all night long, because one dog doesn't get along with the other dog, and actually the one dog doesn't. I don't trust her with any dogs at all, so she has to be isolated away from other animals. So, but yeah, we basically rotated the dogs back and forth. So I finished up my cigar, headed back in. We ended up watching another episode of Frasier, and ended up crashing out. I was just exhausted. I've been waking up at like 5 something each morning, and I've just not been getting sleep worth of shit, and it's been kicking my butt. And today, this evening especially, it really wore on me. I was having trouble staying awake. But I knew if I went to bed at like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, it would be worse for me. So I was like, no big deal. But we also found there's like a winter under the palms or Christmas under the palms or something. There's a church that does a craft show every year that we went to a few times. And it starts tomorrow, so I think we're going to run over to it as well. So hopefully it goes well. Oh, I also did buy tickets to a comedy show. One of our buddies, comedian Ross Paget, is performing in Sanford, and we went ahead and booked a table down front to be able to watch the show from. So hopefully it all goes well, and we'll have ourselves a good time, and it'll all be fun. So that's all I got for right now, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.